All right, Jeff Cross. This is turning the tables. This is your life. This is
Chris
actually,
Arlen.
yeah. Oh, you're going to do all that stuff. Yeah, you know what, Jeff? Yeah, being on the industry side, on the BSC side, and seeing all the material that you put out and all the interviews and information you have access to, I thought it would be a fun thing to kind of turn the tables and get your take on various way things are going on in for 2023. Okay, you up for that?
I am. This should take about 60 seconds.
Okay, this could be one of the fastest straight talk interviews. Okay, so the first thing is, I think you have a perspective on the industry and all of the ISSA audiences, and it's like being at what 29,031 feet, right, top of Everest. You've got the view of everything. So the first question I was going to ask is, what opportunities do you see for 2023, specifically for the Jansan industry or the BSCs or even the restoration contractors?
Mhm. Well, thanks, Chris, for having me on your program. It's a pleasure to be here. The thing is, when I look at what's going on, I see successful companies, organizations, and those that aren't. And to me, the opportunity to work in this industry and to grow a company is fantastic. There's supposed to be this recession talk going on. I tell you what, I'm not seeing it myself. I'm seeing everyone busy, making money, doing pretty good. Those that aren't can learn from those that do succeed. So what we try to focus on with our media brands at ISSA, and we have three of them, who are the successful companies out there? What are they doing? And what opportunities are there for those who want to get into the industry or grow their companies? And I have to say, the ones that are succeeding, that are really taking advantage of growth, are those that take care of their customers on the personal level. So I think the opportunity is communication.
Yeah.
Make sure you talk to your customers, your potential clients, and become real to them, not just another job, but what can you
Even
do?
even in the age of Zoom and video conferencing and mask wearing and pandemic stuff, right?
People are still wearing masks. I don't know. Whatever communication it is, it could be Zoom, text, email, but that touch point is so important. And customer service, it's funny, people will say a company doesn't have customer service. Well, they do. It may be bad customer service, but they've got it. They expect what your name implies. If you're a building service contractor, you're a cleaning company, they
Mhm.
expect your company to provide cleaning, that when you're done, it's clean. Carpet cleaning, same thing. Why talk about it? We're the very best. We'll get it as clean as, well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get it clean. You don't go to the dentist and, get a partial cleaning or half the tooth pulled. It's the whole thing. With restoration, you're going to bring it back to the pre-loss condition. And so when you do that, you're doing what it's expected. How you hold their hand, how you take care of them, how they value what you do. To me, that's important. So the opportunity for me for now, the future, is that customer service angle, doing the very best you can.
That's really interesting because customer service is no longer cool or sexy, right? Oh, customer service, that's so 80s or whatever. But
We forget
interesting.
about it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and yet it's a universal kind of timeless need for customers and service suppliers.
I think, Chris, of like when we go out to a restaurant.
Mhm.
Now, those that know me, I'm pretty good with the grill. I make really good steaks. Come on
Okay,
over. Come on over
okay,
anytime. You're a short hop away,
I'm there.
Albuquerque. Um, so when we go out to dinner, as a couple, my wife and I, we don't go because we can't make it ourselves or we're looking for the very best food. We want good food. That's expected at a restaurant. We go
Mhm.
for the service, right? You go for the experience. It's easy, it's fun, and that's what you go for. So I look at it that way. What do they want out of a service company? Take care of business, take care of them, make it
Right,
easy.
right. Okay, cool, cool. Well, let me move on to the flip side of the opportunities. So, do you have come across or perceive any kind of challenges, hurdles that'll kind of be universal across the BSCs or the Jansen or the restoration contractors?
I'd say the one I would be most concerned with is losing the momentum of the pandemic. When we went into it and everyone's cleaning more and disinfecting, and they're hyper focused on what cleaning is and what it means and how it protects health. I fear we're going to lose some of that. Now, I'm not saying we will. I think some will for sure. But as an industry, what can we do to keep that focus, to make sure that we don't lose the value of cleaning? And at ISSA, that's our mantra. You clean for health. The value of clean is important.
Yeah.
What can we do as an industry to keep that top of mind and make sure those we serve are also aware of that? It's all in the messaging. Back to that. It's in the marketing. It's, we did this Howie Mandel project, and it's all about awareness of what the industry does. So yeah, I'm a little concerned about that, but we're working hard to keep it in front of everyone. And those watching this, hopefully you're doing the same thing. What can we do to make sure that we don't lose that momentum the pandemic brought? Because to me, from what I see, the pandemic is somewhat over in some minds, and we can go back to, we don't need to clean as often. We don't need to disinfect. All the things that we've learned to do, we need to keep that going.
Yeah, good point. Good point. It's like this, we moved into this forget about it, phase. And so in order to keep the cleanliness for cleaning for health on top of mind, we can't continue with the fear and gloom and doom that the pandemic brought, but it's got to be this new space. That's why I really like the lightness of touch and humor in the Howie Mandel stuff. It's, keep it on the forefront, but no more gloom and doom. Yeah.
Yeah. Rethink clean for sure.
There you go. Gosh, you sound like a marketing guy.
We're all marketing guys.
All right. So last question. Do you see any kind of ongoing trends that have started as a result of the pandemic, but are now part of the ongoing new normal for 2023 and beyond?
If I had to think of a one important that I see, I'd say it's the automation is important, whether it's robotic cleaning equipment or perhaps touchless dispensers or electronics in that way, because it's all about that fear of germs still. We want to get things done quickly and easily. The robotic component of that, the vacuums and the different robotic or autonomous equipment, but the dispensers as well, and the tracking of activity. I talked to a company the other day about their ability to track who comes into the restroom, how many have been in and out, is there toilet paper in the dispenser or not. I think that's a big deal these days. There's no reason why with technology that you should be asking for a square of anything. For the Seinfeld, can you spare a square should not be an issue. Knowing what's going on in your buildings, in your vans with your people, tracking and monitoring, and just knowing, to me, is an important trend that, we're in it. This is nothing new, but I see that building up and continuing in the future.
Yeah. And what it does is produce these mountains of data, and now it becomes an idea, what do you do with all this data? And we hand it over to the AI, the sentient intelligence?
Well, I was going to say I would give it to the smarter people, and they can tell us what it means.
Okay. So. Very good. Hey, very cool stuff, Jeff, and keep your eyes open, because you do really great work.